For breakfast, I am making a Dutch baby, and we're going to start by preheating the oven to 425 and place your skillet or smaller skillets in there. Into a blender, you're going to add 3 eggs, 3/4 cups of milk, 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, vanilla extract, and some salt, and you're going to blend this until smooth for about a minute. Carefully remove the skillet and you're going to add some butter, swirl it around so that it covers the entire pan. Add the batter in there halfway and you're going to put this back in the oven and cook for about 12 minutes. In the meantime, combine some berries and add about 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and you're going to mix this together. After you remove the Dutch baby from the oven, mine took about 15 minutes, you're going to let it sit for about a minute and add the berries and dust with some powdered sugar. And here's their breakfast. You can add some more maple syrup if you like. For their smoothies today, I am using a food processor to let you guys know that you do not need a high power blender to make a smoothie or smoothie bowl. Here I just have 2 frozen bananas, 2 cups of frozen strawberries, a little bit of vanilla extract, and that is it, you guys, and I'm just going to serve it in a cone. For lunch, I am making shrimp pesto here. I'm just putting the shrimp into a skewer. I do this because it's easier to flip as opposed to flipping them individually. And just so you know, I made the pesto a couple of days before. I always make my own pesto, but if you have a favorite jar pesto that you like, please feel free to use that. I'm going to include my pesto recipe in the description box below. In the meantime, just add some salt and pepper to the shrimp, and then now we're just going to brush some pesto right on top. Make sure that you season and add pesto to both sides of the shrimp. And now you're going to heat your skillet and add your shrimp. We're just going to cook this for about 5 minutes on each side. For the cheese toast, here I am just rubbing a fresh garlic onto my slices of bread. I am using sourdough. Drizzle with olive oil, and then I'm just going to add some slices of cheese on top. I just used whatever cheese that I had in the fridge. Feel free to use whatever cheese that you prefer. And then I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top and broil this for about 5 to 7 minutes, just until the cheese melts. This is what it should look like after about 5 to 7 minutes, and here's the rest of their lunch. I am adding some cucumber slices and some mini bell peppers. For the orange chicken, you're going to start by zesting 2 oranges, and then you're going to juice the oranges. It should yield about 3/4 cups of orange juice. You can also use bottled orange juice, however you just won't have the zest. Now place the orange juice into a measuring cup, and now you're going to add some chicken broth, vinegar, brown sugar, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, and you're just going to give this a whisk. Here I have about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that have been cut into bite-sized pieces. And now I'm just adding a little bit of the sauce and let this marinate for about 15 minutes. For the chicken coating, you'll need about 1 cup of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of baking soda mixed together. In another bowl, you'll need 3 egg whites whisked. Now remove the chicken pieces from the marinade, add it to the egg, and then you're going to add it to the cornstarch mix. Be sure to coat this evenly, and you're just going to place them on a wire rack so that the excess cornstarch will fall. Heat your oil, and then you're going to start frying your chicken for about 5 minutes on each side. I am using peanut oil for frying. You might need to do this in several batches. You don't want to overcrowd your chicken when frying. After you flip the chicken and cook for another 5 minutes, you're going to remove it onto a plate. Be sure to put some paper towels on that plate. This may have to take several batches. You don't want to overcrowd your chicken. It took me about 2 batches to fry all the chicken. Now discard the oil into a can or use a clean skillet, and now we're going to add your sauce and the curry slurry and let this cook for about 7 minutes until thickened. Then you're going to add your chicken back in there and let this cook for a few minutes. Make sure that all the chicken pieces is coated with the sauce. I'm going to serve this with some rice and some roasted broccoli. For the roasted broccoli, I just add a little bit of olive oil into some broccoli florets, add some salt and pepper, and then I roasted it in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. And here's our dinner. For dessert, I made s'mores parfait. We're going to start with 1 box of instant chocolate pudding, and to that add 3 cups of milk, and we're going to mix this until smooth and set it to the side for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, we are going to add some graham crackers into a Ziploc bag and crush it. I'm just using regular graham crackers, nothing fancy. To assemble, you're going to start with some graham crackers, then the chocolate pudding, and then you're also going to need some marshmallow fluff from the jar. And now you're just going to repeat the process until you reach the top of your glass. At the very top, you're going to add some marshmallow on there. What I did was I just put some on a parchment lined baking sheet and broil it for about 1 minute. It burns pretty easily, so you want to make sure that you keep an eye out for that. You can also just add them into a skewer and hold it above the burner or a flame. And once it is done, I'm just going to press it down a little bit and then add it to the top. And then I'm also going to add a piece of Hershey bar, and there you have it, guys, a s'mores parfait. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Bye.